Sup guys? We are back again for another Battle Tower teams. Today we will be talking about three teams. Okay, so before we start, I'm just gonna stop this battle right now. I'm currently doing the hardcore tower, so I'm just gonna pause that one. So this time we will be talking about the Light Fairy Tower again. Okay, so we have here the first team for the Light Fairy Tower. So this was given by this guy. So I checked in the comment section and then he suggested a theme for my Rainbow Song Jinwoo. He said that I'll be using the Merge Beast, the Gold Awakened Shadow Monarch, the Rainbow Awakened Shadow Monarch, and of course another Gold Awakened Shadow Monarch. And then for the support card, we will be using 4 Galaxy Hero for this one. Let's try battling this one. Since I already cleared the wave 25, we will do the 231 to 240 battle tower. Let's check how this goes. Let's add some volume into that so we can hear the fightings. Okay, so Merge Beast will boost HP to the 3 cards right here, but of course the damage will be nerfed. Okay. Of course, the third card will be boosted by the Galaxy Hero, but currently I think we lost that one. It is still guaranteed to have you clear the tower, but it's RNG because again, we will have the Song Jinwoo Rainbow to tank all the 6 cards. The other 3 cards are just support cards to boost the Rainbow Song Jinwoo. So currently we have here 653,000 HP and 251,000 damage. So we will have that as our base stats right now in defeating all the 6 cards. We'll just hope and pray that the third card, which is boosted, will clear all the enemy cards. So just like that, again, we lose another round, but that's fine because the game is RNG. So that's our first team for the Light Fairy Tower. So if you have the Rainbow Song Jinwoo, you can consider this deck. Now, for our second team, we have here the best of all the best. As long as you have the tank card. Speaking of tank card, it doesn't mean that you should have the Rainbow Awakened Shadow Monarch. You can use any cards as long it has an high HP and high damage. For example, we can also use here the Flicker Ninja Rainbow, which has the base HP of 184,000, 92,000 damage, which we also have the one above all trait, meaning the card will be boosted so much. Okay, so why is the tank card in the first slot and not in the second slot? In the battle tower, we have here the Light Fairy. As you can see in the challenge area, opponent attacks have 50% chance to pierce to the next card for 50% damage. So meaning, once Sunblaze is dead, the ability of Sunblaze will be spread throughout the enemy cards. Okay, so let's try this one. Let's go Light Fairy 231 to 240. And let's see how it goes. So we have here Song Jinwoo battling the Lord of Eminence. And let's see if the Sunblaze will die by the challenge right here, which is the Pierce of Attack. So like that, as you can see, Sunblaze just die, but the ability of Lord of Eminence just pop right there. Okay, so as you can see, all enemy cards right now is currently dying. Okay, so let's wait for this round to finish because I am really sure that we can clear the 2-3-1 right now. Okay, so we have now the Metal Alchemist. We have now last 4 cards, I think. We have now the Metal Alchemist. And let's see who's the next card. Okay, so as you can see, all cards are already dead. So there's no need to battle the remaining cards. Okay, so Fairy Knight just randomly appear. Okay, so we have now the Flame Cut. Let's see if our second card will die with the challenge. Okay, we have the Fallen Deity. So just like that, our second card right now just died because of the challenge. So Currently, Song Jinwoo have now 400,000 HP and 200,000 damage. So I cleared the Light Fairy Tower using this deck right here. Okay, so we have now the Fairy Knight battling Sung Jinwoo. Okay, okay. So once we clear 232, let's forfeit this one because again, once you can clear one floor all the way, you can clear up until 240. Okay, so let's forfeit this one since we already cleared the 232. Okay, forfeit. And let's go and review our deck. Okay, so for our deck, second deck, we have here Song Jinwoo as your tank card. It doesn't matter if you don't have the Song Jinwoo as long as you have a tank card. You can have it as like this also. Let's have here the Flicker Ninja. Now that's the third card, third deck. Okay, so we have here the where's that Flicker Ninja? Flicker Ninja. Here the Flicker Ninja since Flicker Ninja have a high HP. And then let's use Sunblaze. Sunblaze, just the basic Sunblaze, and then let's put Eminent Strategist, and then lastly would be the Undead King. It really is a must that you have a gold Undead King because also in that challenge right here, as you can see, the last card in your party loses 12.5% base stats each round, max 5 activation. For the support card, you will be using the Vase of Greed for the first card, and then Fox Cloak for the second card, and the third card and the fourth card will be Binding Vow. So let's try this one in the, no, not Lunar, in the Light Fairy Tower, 231 to 240. Okay, so let's start. So as you can see, Flicker Ninja is boosted now by 427,000 HP and damage of 213,000. Okay, okay. So currently he is on the verge of dying, but he's trying to survive. Okay, so we have now the Flame Paladin. So as you can see, Sunblaze just died. Okay, so we have now the Namekian Sage. Okay, so our card just died right there. So we have now the Fairy Knight, but the burning damage right now is killing all the cards. Okay, so we cleared the 231 using these cards. Okay, so it really is a must that you have a tank card in your first deck right here so that you can tank all the enemy cards. For the second card, just use the basic Sunblaze. Okay, so after 232, let's forfeit this. Okay, so as you can see in the last cards, we have the Undead King, but he is dying right now because of the challenge. Okay, so we have now in the Lunar Guardian, and let's see how this goes. We are now on the Fairy Knight. Okay, so we cleared the 232 right now. So we are in the 233, and let's forfeit this one. Okay, we have here our third deck, which is this one. So we will be using one Forest Sage, of course our tank card, and then the Chimeria, Ant Cat, and the Undead King. I also cleared the Light Fairy Tower using this one for the repeat rewards. Okay, so let's try this one. We have here the Forest Sage. Of course, Forest Sage will boost the tank card, which is our tank card. We currently using the Rainbow Awakened Shadow Monarch. Okay, so we have here the tank card. The Chimera, Ant-Cat, and the Undead King are just supporting our top card, which is the Awakened Shadow Monarch. Okay, so we have here now in the round 9, Flame Paladin, and then we have here last 3 cards. The last card I think is the Fairy Knight. That's the 109,000 HP. So as you can see, Sung Jinwoo is on the verge of dying, but our support card, which is the Binding Vow, is keeping him alive. Okay, so Tormented Swordsman right now, and Song Jinwoo just died. Okay, so again, these teams are all RNG but high possible chance that you can clear the tower. Okay, let's try again using this deck. We have here Forest Sage. Okay, Forest Sage just died and boosted Awakened Shadow Monarch. This heals 15% max health for each counter attack. So that's what makes him really good card. And also we have the blessed trait in the Awakened Shadow Monarch, which heals himself for 10%. Okay, so again, that's RNG. So let's continue with our last team. And our last team would be this one. We will be using two Forest Sage, and then Awakened Shadow Monarch, and then another Shadow Monarch, which is the gold one. Okay, so and then for the support card, we will be using Falling Knight, Vase of Greed, and then Binding Vow. Okay, so let's try this deck right here, 231 to 240. Okay, so let's start battling this one. So earlier, I just cleared the Light Fairy Tower for the repeat rewards using this deck. Just experimented some decks, and this is the current deck that I am using right now, which is the best deck for me, I think. So we have now currently 792,000 HP with 396,000 damage. So again, this is my best deck right now for the Awakened Shadow Monarch. Okay, so we are now in the 232. Okay, okay, Fire Sage just died. 521. We are now in the 599. Okay, okay. We have now at the 689,000 HP. Okay, we have now at the 792,000 HP. I'm gonna screenshot that one. Okay, okay. And just like that, we cleared the 232 floor for the Light Fairy Tower. So this way we can clear up until the 250 wave or the floor, which is the wave 25. Okay, so let's hide that button. I'm gonna continue that until 240 for the rewards. So this is the deck that I am using right now for the Rainbow Shadow Monarch. Forest Sage, Rainbow Shadow Monarch, and then another Gold Shadow Monarch for the support card, two Fallen Knight, Vase of Greed, and the Binding Vow. So I hope that's helped you with your team in the battle tower if you have the Awakened Rainbow Shadow Monarch. Okay, so if you don't have the Rainbow Awakened Shadow Monarch, you can use the other decks and then just change the tank card with your best cards. So hit that subscribe button and let's have that 500 subscribers.